Sigma 6 where villain lands go up in flames. Yeah, that'll be what the tagline is changing to. We kicked off Villains of the Dam with a Decepticon from Transformers Cybertron. Interestingly, that show aired around the same time as a certain LEGO theme I'm familiar with. For anyone unfamiliar with this brand, Bionicle was a toy that revived the LEGO industries. My first Bionicle was Ongu from a McDonald's Happy Meal back in 2001. The theme became so popular that it evolved off into a storyline, starting in a similar way to how the Star Wars franchise started. Led by Tahu, the Toamata arrived on the island of Manui to battle the wicked Makuta Antroz. And after becoming Toa-Nuva, they faced him again, this time with a seventh member, the Toa of Light Takanuva. Just as the Star Wars franchise introduced a prequel trilogy to better explain the origins of the Star Wars original trilogy, the Turaga revealed that long ago there existed a land called Metronui, also known as the City of Legends. A long time ago, the Turaga were once Toa themselves, only to be outsmarted by the same villain, Makuta Antroz. But we're not here to spend the whole video diving into the lore of Bionicle. We're here to bring a villain from that series into the spotlight this year. So let's have Makuta Antroz face off in a rematch with one of the Toa-Nuva, Tahu, and see who comes out on top.
Go to Evo City, burn it to the ground, but bring with you Vezon and Pridak. They will be more useful to you as a group. The citizens of the city will soon be enough to bring Tad a new outfit face-off. So Antroz, Makuta Antroz.
It's one of the Makuta. Run!
Capture them all, ruthlessly and without compromise.
Sonic, Ka, help us!
Your blue hedgehog friend cannot save you now.
These civilians are stuck. All but the civilians are captured. The side characters have been taken to a local mined area. Their position hopeless and yet still they resist.
Of course they do. The ancient Zorda squid created the Mabian species to be more than just civilians. They gave their creation spirit, soul, and passion. Even if misguided, that is something you will not know about.
So after that, I finally decided to let Kopaka beat me and allowed him to win, just for the record. Either that, Or Turaga Onwa might have been mind controlling me into doing so. Did you know he traveled to Takoro recently?
Well, no, but I could check my calendar if you'd like.
I wish Kali were here right now. Speaking of which, where's our sister, the Toa of Water, anyway?
Well, I heard her mention she was heading to that new Geometra military school or maybe that new lounge singer school in Vai.
JNF of Earth 17?
That Metro military school is a joke. I've never trusted anyone who graduated from there. They spent months chanting I don't know what, but I've been told, yet they decided to give barely a week to activities like capture the flag.
That lounge singer school is full of hacks, and I never trusted anyone there to give a proper degree. They spent months on Tony Bennett, but only a week on Flight of the Valkyries.
Fair enough.
Yeah, in case you were wondering, I couldn't find Tahu's Kanohi How Nuva a mask, and so I went with his classic How mask since he's the face of Bionicle.
We've got a problem with 3 villains from your dimension, one of which is called Makuta
Antroz, where is he?
It will be good to watch Tahu Nuva taking the fight to that Makuta Antroz whose allies are a walking shark and that Piraka who has a grin that only the Joker could love.
Why do the Makuta constantly sound like monsters sometimes?
That's because they are. I mean, look at them.
Looks like I've one end.
What are you looking at? If you think Venom from Marvel heard me talking about fusing you to him, that big, black, gooey, ugly, tongue-hanging, overgrown mess. He's standing right behind me, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Well, that's one way to take down a villain. By the way, where's Bohatu?
And after Antra showed up, I bolted out of there before things could escalate fast. Almost like how Tahu and Kopaka can't be in the same room together for more than 5 minutes.
Bohatu definitely made the smart move to leave the area before things started getting out of hand. It's much like hearing Choo Choo Charles in a distance and... Why the... would he have anything to do with this here, and why the hell do I keep hearing that?
Maybe it's about how this whole thing began, with you taking that demonic train and the Daleks showing up looking like Charles. You never really got any closer to figuring that out.
Well, there are only 2 villains remaining, and the next one is from Dragon Ball Z. But until then, this has been Media League Sigma 6.
comment, and subscribe for more videos are coming.